Welcome back to Elden Ring. So in the previous episode, after clearing the majority of Redmane Castle and speaking to Jaren, he mentioned Iji, which reminded me that we were supposed to look for Blythe somewhere in the Siofra River, and surprise, here he is. We never managed to find a way to access these ruins. I'm going to assume Blythe is in the same predicament at this point. We're gonna speak to Iji afterwards, but let's see what's the deal here.
Ah, good to see you. Apologies, mate, but I don't have much to report. I can see bloody Nokron right above me, but I'm absolutely stumped. I've tried all the gateways, to no avail. Perhaps it's time to ask Seluvis. I recall that spiteful little rat acting like he knew something. Let's give him a squeeze. Show him just how sharp my teeth are.
Old Seluvis.
I jest. I wouldn't go that far. Besides, I should check on some things here. Leave this place to me. You just do what you feel is right. If either of us learns anything, we tell the other. Right? Leave this place to me. You just do what you feel is right.
So this is not really going anywhere. Well, we have a lead. Maybe Seluvis can give us information. Not the most pleasant character, but we're gonna speak to him regardless. We should also speak to Iji. Can see some of the ancestral followers, but no point in sticking around this place. Can teleport out of here directly. So where was the exit? No, that was the entrance. And this is the path that leads to the Three Sisters. So Seluvis's tower is straight ahead. It's the one in the lowest part. The deer makes that sound? That sounded... well, maybe not. Maybe it was the deer.
Begging for another lesson so soon? There remains much to be done. Make it quick.
Does he have any new spells? No, I guess we learned pretty much everything. Can mention the puppets, but we don't have the item he requested. Can talk about the scheme.
Ah, might you be interested after all in a fine scheme to sport with Lady Rani?
I mean, at this point, sure.
I knew I had you pegged. You're just like me. Then I'd like you to procure something. A rather unique starlight shard that glistens with amber. With that, my special draft will gleam with nectar sweetness. And even a demigod would be slave to its charms.
And where exactly are we supposed to find that?
Procure it for me. The rather unique starlight shard that glistens with amber. With that, my special draft will gleam with nectar sweetness. And even a demigod would be slave to its charms.
You know what, let's change the subject here. What about Nokron? I wonder if he knows anything.
Well, you're asking me about that, are you? The task was left to you and the mongrel, was it not? Not only are you incompetent, but shameless to boot. Well, there's no helping it. Now's as good a time as any. I'll let you in on it. There's a glintstone sorcerer by the name of Sellen in Limgrave. She owes me for the help I gave her when she was expelled from the academy. I asked her to look into the matter some time ago. I'll write you a letter of introduction. Go ask her.
A letter of introduction. I mean, my first impression would be that we don't really need it, provided... I mean, you know what? Maybe we do need it. And Pedia. So never mind that. That was the Carian servant above... it was above this chapel that we couldn't really access. You have to drop down from the area above. Really bizarre way to place an NPC, but hey, maybe there's a reason for that. What about Iji? Going to assume he's still hammering away just north of the King's Realm ruins.
Well, my fellow, how may I serve you? As war counselor? Or as blacksmith? I take it you've heard of the eternal city of Noxtella? Well, it has a twin, known as Nokron.
So never mind that, because we already heard that dialogue. Can mention Jaren.
Jaren. Now that's a name I haven't heard for a while. Before taking up the banner of General Radan, he was a guest of the Carian royal family. An expert swordsman, to be sure. But ever eccentric. No surprise he'd get wrapped up in some festival. Oh no. Wait, how did I not see it before? I ought to retire as war counselor for such a gross oversight. Let me explain. The fate of the Carian royal family is guided by the stars, as is the fate of Lady Rani, first heir in the Carian royal line. But General Radan is the conqueror of the stars, who stood up to the swirling constellations, halting their movement in a smashing victory. And so, if General Radan were defeated, the stars would once again resume their movement, as would Lady Rani's destiny, perhaps even revealing the elusive path that leads to Nokron.
I mean, where does Nokron fit in all this? Go to the festival grounds?
Go with Blythe to the festival grounds. Should General Radan be defeated, the stars would once again resume their movement, perhaps revealing the elusive path to Nokron.
Okay, that came out of nowhere. I mean, at the same time, I think Jaren also mentioned the fact that General Radan was the one that conquered the stars. Maybe he's aware of Rani's plight as well, even though we don't really know exactly what the Lunar Princess wants to do. We're looking for something in Nokron, but that's about it. I guess it's time to pay Sellen a visit. We do have the letter. Might as well attempt to get some more information out of her.
There you are, my apprentice. Shall we commence the lesson?
We don't have any new sorcery to learn here. What about what Seluvis asked of her?
Well, well. Seluvis is not a name I ever wanted to hear again. But fine. If it will help you, my apprentice, I offer my knowledge. The stars alter the fate of the Karian royal family, and the fate of your mistress, Rani. But long ago, General Radahn challenged the swirling constellations, and in a crushing victory arrested their cycles. Now he is the force that repulses the stars. If General Radahn were to die, the stars would resume their movement, and so too would Rani's destiny.
So she essentially came to the same conclusion. Okay, one last stop. So Blythe is still, well, I want to make sure that he doesn't have anything new to tell us about Nokron, but interesting how he mentioned that he tried all the way gates. I can see Blythe. What is that follower doing? They're still somewhat pursuing us. Maybe they're gonna lose interest.
Ah, well met. What news?
Okay, let's I mean, the conclusion is basically the same.
So Rani's fate is kept in stasis by Starscourge Radahn. And there's a festival of war being held at Redmane Castle in Caelid, where you can fight the man himself. Once the strongest of the demigods. It's all coming together. Seems like Iji was onto something. I'll be on my way to this festival of Radahn then. You're coming too, right? To Radahn's festivities. I'll meet you at Redmane Castle in Caelid. The way ahead is pleasingly simple. We fight, sword and fang. You're coming too, right? To Radahn's festivities. I'll meet...
I mean, sure. Somewhat simpler than I expected, but the whole festival thing, they make it sound like such a bizarre event. I wonder how Alexander heard about this. Hey, he's no longer... Look, he's no longer in the Gale Tunnel. But before we do anything, I think we have some unfinished business in Caelid. Let's go to the north of Fourth Gale. I guess now that Blythe pretty much confirmed that we're gonna be fighting Radahn at the Festival of Combat, that's no longer a mystery. The strongest of all the demigods. Are we ready to take them on? Can't really say. Oh, they're pelting us with bolts. I do remember seeing an area, yeah, there was a swamp. We saw it from way above. What is the deal down there? I remember that flower. Somber stone. What are all these people doing down there? Did I really miss? Oh, we're out of arrows. Never mind. What is the smart way to deal with everybody? Okay, that's a straight sword. I want to avoid the pumpkin head for as long as I can. What is this? Just a sanctuary stone? Okay, a piece of armor and a lily. The sorcerer does not appear to care about our presence. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this one is going to inflict Scarlet Rot essentially immediately. You can see a beast. Right, this is the highway. We spoke with the finger reader and maybe we can just follow the highway south. At the same time, though, I don't think Torin is affected by the Scarlet Rot. Yeah, we are, of course. Something died. Probably the dragonfly. Should I take on that flower? Aeonian butterfly. Hey, there's... Okay, we want to avoid the Scarlet Rot. But what is this? I think I have enough keys for the rest of the game. So how many do we have left? 15. Well, maybe not for the rest of the game. For a while, though. It's going to... yeah. We're gonna have to avoid that. So let's explore even more Scarlet Rot. And a mutated mushroom person. There's another one here too. Could that be an illusory wall? It's not, but it does look different, doesn't it? What are these ruins? Okay, I can see the enemy from the Celia Crystal Tunnel. They're not alerted to our presence. Which is honestly perfect. The Waypoint Ruins. Always bugs. I wonder if they access the area from... No, probably not. There's someone back there. But now I understand why they were worried about the bugs. Honestly, we should just use Cat's Flame. Not a mimic. Meteoric Ore Blade. That looks like an interesting item, but let me guess. We do not have enough intelligence. Yeah. 15 strength, 14 dexterity, 18 intelligence causes blood loss. So this was forged from meteoric ore to dispatch life forms born of falling stars. Sounds like a pretty useful weapon. Weighty blade, known to deliver slashes of such ferocity that the impact is said to resemble the crash of a falling meteor. I'm pretty sure... Wait, it has a gravitas skill. They're probably exaggerating. How heavy is it? Honestly, it's quite heavy. Skill originating from the Alabaster Lords. We have gravitas available to us on... well, most weapons that we can apply Ashes of War to, so I'm not really worried that we can't use the Meteoric Ore Blade. Right, that is Fort Heights. Yeah, just ashore before the church. We're gonna summon the dynamic duo here. I wonder if we're gonna have to take on way too many enemies. Well, maybe. Yep, what you would normally expect from these messages. Yep, there we go. Okay, so much for these dogs. How did I miss that? Wait a minute. Where did my friends go? Okay, they're still fighting. That's good. Come on, keep rolling. And there's the finishing blow. They cast magic too. I wonder what the significance of these ruins is. Come on. Can see a few more enemies. Our spirits are going to disappear. We're gonna stick around. So rot grease. And a great, no, 5 dragonfly heads. I mean, not the most exciting of treasures. So this was the area with the messages. Yeah, we know about these. One cast is enough. What about the mushroom person? Not quite. So this is the obelisk. I wonder, could there be a secret entrance somewhere? No, probably not here. Oh, it's the mangy dog. Disgusting enemies. And 4 pieces of poison bloom. All right. The water looks clean at least. I don't see anything else. Oh, there's a stake of Marika. There's 3 of them. Okay. There's a dog as well. Okay, how many enemies did I attract here? Okay, next. Oh, we don't have enough. Oh, come on. Okay, now we have enough. Oh, you know what? We could definitely use some health regen right now. So, hold on. I think we're done with the ruins. Where was the area that we unlocked with the keys? Another mushroom? Okay, we're gonna switch to the Blessed Dew. Okay, we're not affected. Good. Vertigo? Yes. It doesn't finish it off. So Poison Bloom. I don't see any more of these exceedingly rare butterflies. I'm going to assume there aren't any. Yes, we defeated pretty much everybody. Hold on, not these two. We're gonna fix that. Okay, that seems to be an important item. It's a glaive. Already have one of these. I think the area we're looking for is right past... No, it was... It was here. Now that the seal has been removed, it's even harder to spot there. Okay, this is the blue sign. That means essentially you cannot use torrent. The Gale Cave. So that must be... well, maybe not directly. But pretty close to Fort Gale. No, hold on. These are spelled differently. This is the Jail Cave. The Martyr Effigy. Somehow I don't trust this. Item ahead, I mean, sure. I guess it's actually an item. The Rune Arc. Alright, we can mark this area. But what I want to do before I forget about it again is follow the highway south so we can finally grab the map fragment. It's really not that far away, and I'd rather have it sooner rather than later. So past these waypoint ruins. I wonder where that leads. Can see... is that a church? That is a drag... okay. And let me guess, that is a dragon consumed by Scarlet Rot, right? We're gonna wave goodbye to him. I'm not really in the mood to fight a dragon. That is a nomadic merchant. Okay, that's a bit more like it. Giant crow. Found a map. So there's a fork. We could follow the map towards this peninsula to the south, and this is how you would normally access Redmane Castle. Okay, that makes perfect sense, honestly.
Buying or selling?
A bit of both. Can buy one of these. Okay. There's a key. Can make some rod bone arrows and bolts. Sure. Hey. It's exactly what I needed. How many do I have? Yep, that's more like it. We have enough bolts. Do I need flaming bolts? Gravity's advantage. Information about the advantageous use of gravity. Okay, I just have to have this note. The new armor set. The Great Helm. Is it really great, though? Provides considerable damage negation. Unfortunately, it heavily obstructs the vision of the wearer. We don't have to worry about that. This is a third-person game after all. Can't remember what was the name of the class that had this gear equipped. I remember it from the class selection. Okay, let's purchase 35. Yeah, just in case. Can make some fire arrows, so I doubt we're gonna need the bolts, but can't really use these runes anyway. So, nothing else here at the merchant. You can see the dragon is still roaming. Golden seed. I guess it would be advantageous to come here early. Infected dogs are everywhere. And some fan daggers. Oh, look. What? I want to say that this one is tougher than the rest, but maybe not. No, we even get the same amount of runes. And I think this is the leader of the pack. Can probably ambush them. Working pretty good so far. Beast blood. That is an officer. Oh, interesting. Can I parry them off the horse? There's a fiery explosion. Okay, so they can cast. Maybe it was a Ash of War. Horse is dead and so is he. It's a nice view, isn't it? You know what we're looking at? I think this is the Bridge of Sacrifice. It is. But why am I able to summon here? Is that an enemy? Could be a trap. Okay, that's not what I wanted to do. Somberstone. Yep, I knew it. I knew something was up. So the pile of bones was not expecting a giant raven. No item. Okay. Wait, someone tried to climb here? But how did they die? Oh no, they died fighting. There's a door ahead. Quite the message. Caelid catacombs. And let me guess, they're full of scarlet rot, right? Or maybe imps. Nope, it's flowers. I don't think I'm equipped to deal with scarlet rot at this point. How many times I'm going to mispronounce that? I think I had a spell, hold on. So instead of cure poison, I had a different one. Not flame... Wait a minute. There it is. Cleanse. So this is going to alleviate buildup and cure poison and scarlet rot. It's going to cost... basically double. We have enough faith. Yep, that's... honestly, that's perfect. Can even use this electrified armament too. Required 15 faith. Cannot use darkness. Oh, assassin's approach. Okay, fair enough. What else could I use? The bestial sling. This one is questionable use. Poison. We have arrows. Order's blade. And I don't think we have enough faith for those. It's fine. We're gonna play around with these two new spells. And there was another... hold on. There was a Nash of War. I think we're gonna swap to a different weapon. Now we have a sword spear. Okay, we use the hammer. I'm not gonna use a spear. How about... the cold iron cleaver. Maybe the dismounter. I like the sound of that. Chilling mist. Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna use the mist though. That is a cold base Ash of War. I wanted to try another one. It was Flame of the Redmanes. No, it was actually Flaming Strike. I'm gonna make a fire weapon or just a standard weapon. Maybe a keen weapon. That is about 210. This one is slightly more. Flame Art. Okay, I think this reduces the scaling even more, but adds faith scaling. Okay, no more frost. And we have a new Ash of War to test. And we're gonna do that, hold on. Let me pass time until morning. And I think in the next part we're going to explore both the catacombs and the jail cave. 2 dungeons back to back. What could be more exciting? Anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next part.